ID card, it could be this chip, whatever it is. Look at the other aspect. Whatever this one thing is, because all of a sudden, our entire lives are going to be surrounded around a barcode, a license, or a chip. And so whatever it is that thing is, that's the thing you need to stay away from. You need to be ready to go without it. If Ron Paul is bad, why is the media working so hard to make sure no one knows about him, discredit him, destroy him, while doing everything they can to build up the others that we know are bad? Because there's two different factions there. Ron Paul works the alien agenda. The media, the news media, and the Bushes work the Illuminati agenda. Two different alien races struggling for power? Yes. Thank you. You figured it out. It's just factions fighting within factions, folks. That's all it is. It's Satan fighting against Satan. So all the aliens are evil? Yes. The only good alien is a dead alien. I have seen reptilians, by the way. They are pretty nasty. Yes, they are. They're all nasty. And the funny thing about it is people are going to buy into this Asus Sananda Emmanuel, this Jesus Christ that's coming as the false prophet, the second beast, and this Maitreya, the first beast, as these charming beings. They have voracious tempers. And so it's not going to take a whole lot. Jesus has more patience than Maitreya does. But it's not going to take a whole lot to really get their tempers going. These lovely beings that preach tolerance but have no tolerance for anyone who doesn't agree with them. I mean, they're just as hypocritical as the humans sitting next to you. I mean, and the New Agers now, they preach tolerance and for all world religions and stuff, but they have no tolerance for the Christians who don't agree with them. And that's exactly how this Maitreya and this Jesus are going to be. They're so stupid they need to die and go home. Haha, I feel exactly the same. Yeah. My mouth's probably going to get me in trouble tonight. But that's how I feel, so, get out of the way and let the warriors get their work done type thing. If you can't be a warrior, then quit standing in the way of the other warriors. Yeah. And so, folks, if you have a question for the show, you can contact me at SherryTalkRadio@yahoo.com. I'm going to be here a few more minutes. I really had no idea which direction the show was going in tonight. That seems to be it. I do need contributions for some Orgone projects we're working on right now. We don't have much time left, folks, especially if Maitreya comes in November. And I've been talking about watching Benny Hinn because Benny Hinn is Satan's mouthpiece on Earth. And Benny Hinn seems to be thinking he's going to be in Israel for 2 weeks next month, from like the 4th to the 15th. He is spending a big bulk of the whole month in November in Israel, waiting for something wonderful to happen. You know what wonderful needs to happen is some of you Orgone warriors out there need to show up wherever he is in Orgone, the place before he gets there. You can find out he's going to be right in Jerusalem. It wouldn't take much Orgone to get that entire city, and I know we've sent a lot of it out there to Israel. I just pray to God that you guys have gotten it out there already, and it's already in place, so that when Benny Hinn has a welcome party next month when he shows up. I know I had one for him here in Cleveland when he came to Cleveland this summer. It's just funny. It's not like he's going to start shape-shifting on stage or anything, but he has no power. His power dies, and so he sits there just shocked and doesn't know what to do with himself because he has no satanic power. It's really kind of funny. But anyway, I need your donations and contributions for some Orgone projects we're working on. I'm working on closing some gateways, getting some gateways closed down. So I need funds for that, and I also need a heated garage would be nice. I'm dreaming of working in a heated garage this winter. Because I don't know if you guys have tried to make Orgone in 20-degree weather. It just doesn't work. It's very cold. Very, very, very cold. And so, I'm dreaming of a heated garage this winter. So if anybody wants to contribute towards that, also the certain projects that we're working on in the country and outside, I can't be specific. But consider my past projects. Taos, New Mexico, Los Alamos, Dulce Base, Salt Lake City, Cheyenne Mountain, Colorado Springs. I've been all over the place, folks, and have closed some major gateways that the aliens are planning on using and accessing Earth that we've been able to close down. And so we've got many more projects to work on while there's still time. And like I've said, if you are in an Arab country, you are near an Arab country where it could just blow into their country. Target areas are Iran, Iraq, Dubai, Ethiopia, Mecca, Medina. If you know anybody, any Christian pastors, Arabs in these countries that can help us get orgone in these Arabian countries, please contact me. It won't cost you a dime. We'll get the Lord's people together and we'll send it to you, you know. We want to protect the Lord's people over there in these Arab countries as much as possible. And so help us do that. And it won't cost you anything. I know a lot of you, you know, most of the Lord's people are broke. They just don't have two quarters to rub together half the time here in America. And I send a free organ out all the time. The Lord will make this happen, and so don't worry about it. And so if you are from one of these Arab countries, just contact us and let us know. And we'll do what we can to help you over there. Otherwise, you're just waiting human meat for the aliens, for the demonic jinn, the Satan's forces that are coming. And they call demons jinn over there in the Middle East area. That's why I call it jinn for the English people in America wanting to know why I've lost it. And I'm sure what the heck are jinn? That's because they call them over there. Demons are jinn over in the East. And yeah, I do learn things here and there. And so I have listeners all over the world, and so and they've been so patient with me. I can't even speak English half the time, let alone the language they speak. And so yeah, we're up to about 160 nations listening to this broadcast during the week. Not necessarily the night I give it, but by the end of the month, about 160 different nations will have listened to this broadcast. Typically how it goes, especially with you iPod users. I know people getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning over in the UK just to listen to my show. And I appreciate that. A lot of Australians, a lot of you down under people over there. Probably one of the safest places to be right now. People ask me where it's safe to be. But they do have a lot of things going on in Australia, too. Things with famine and water. That's why you need to get orgone and water supplies over there, folks, so that the water won't run out. I do believe that the orgone will keep droughts from happening. I know it's ended droughts, so why can't it prevent droughts? And so people over there in Australia that are suffering some of these droughts get orgone in the water supplies. Question last week from a reader, what's happening in Canada? And I say this over and over again. It's worse there than it is here. You think it's bad in America? It's worse in Canada. And so I know you don't want to hear that either in Canada. So what you need to be doing in Canada, because martial law is going to be hitting there hard and heavy, is the same thing we're doing here in America, people doing here in America. That's finding places to hold up and hide, stocking up on food and water, becoming self-sufficient. And from what it sounds like, the Lord leading so many people in Canada to do exactly that. They're getting their own farm equipment. They're getting their own things that to become self-sufficient up there. Because there's going to be a lot of martial law and a lot of destruction in Canada. It probably happened there before it happens in America, or if it happens in America, then you know what's going to happen there. Because these two countries are just back-to-back brother, sister countries right now. Anything that happens in one is going to be happening in the other. And that's why I couldn't for the life of me figure out why are Americans running to Canada to get away from the New World Order. It's just as bad up there as it is down here. If you really want to get out of the New World Order, get down, into South America, Paraguay, Brazil. Take a Spanish dictionary with you and some mosquito spray. But that's, you're going to have to go south. You're going to have to really go south and get away from the coastlines. The coastlines aren't going to be safe either. And so,